Archangel Michael is begging you. You are chosen to see this rare miracle tonight. Do not tell this to anyone. It is only for you. It will happen in 2 minutes. Open this message immediately. This moment is not an accident. Archangel Michael is not speaking to the world right now. He is speaking only to you. A divine light is breaking through the veil of your struggles, and the miracle you've been unknowingly waiting for is now being released. This is not ordinary. This is not casual. This is a rare moment in time when God Himself has leaned in close, and Michael has been sent to deliver a heavenly message meant only for your spirit. He is begging you not to turn away, because this is personal. This is divine. This is for you alone. If your heart is beating fast right now, if you feel something moving within you, it is because the Lord has already begun stirring the winds of your breakthrough. This miracle is not something small. It will not slip into your life unnoticed. It is weighty with glory, heavy with promise, and marked with the fingerprints of God Himself. Comment Amen if you are receiving this now. You have been called. You have been seen. You have been marked by heaven as chosen. This isn't about your past. This isn't about what others said you could or couldn't be. This is about what God has decided in His eternal wisdom, and He has chosen you. Not someone else. You. Archangel Michael stands near you now in the Spirit, his sword raised in the light, defending the word that is being released over your life right now. Take a breath, but don't let go. The miracle is closer than you think, closer than the fear, closer than the heartbreak, closer than the battle that has tried to bury you. This is happening in the Spirit even as these words find you. The heavens have opened over you tonight. You may not see it with your natural eyes, but in the unseen realm, angels are moving. Chains are breaking. Doors are opening. Tears are being wiped. The hand of God is moving with fire and compassion to bring something into your life that could only come by divine hand. Michael is not coming to offer comfort alone. He is coming to deliver the victory. He is not whispering from a distance. He is shouting in the heavenlies. You have endured what would have broken many. You have stood when you wanted to fall. And now, because of your endurance, God is rewarding you openly. The reward is not for others to understand. It is not for others to approve. It is yours, because heaven saw your pain and called it holy. It saw your patience and called it precious. It saw your tears and turned them into seeds for a harvest you're about to walk into. Please take a second and like this video right now if your heart feels this truth reaching deep inside you. It helps more than you know. You are not late. You have not missed your chance. This miracle is arriving right on time. It has not passed you by. It has not forgotten your name. It has not skipped over your house. The angels know where to find you. The wind of God knows where you are. And the light of His presence has already filled the space where you sit, right now, reading this. Do not doubt what your spirit knows. The miracle is coming quickly. Archangel Michael has already sounded the trumpet in the realm of heaven. A shift is happening. You may feel tired. You may feel confused. You may even feel like you have nothing left in you to believe for one more breakthrough. But God is not limited by your feelings. He is not slowed down by your weariness. He is not waiting for you to feel strong before He moves. He is strong for you. He is mighty in battle. He is faithful even when you feel faint. And right now, He is proving that again in your life. There is something holy being written in your story tonight. What you thought was the end is becoming the beginning. What you thought was loss is being transformed into legacy. What you thought was failure is becoming foundation. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. God's eyes have been on you every single moment, and now He is sending His angel to prepare the way for something only He can do. You may not fully understand it yet, but you will feel the shift. It will not be delayed. It will not be stolen. This miracle is not like anything you have seen before. It is pure. It is powerful. It is sealed with the voice of God. Stay close to these words. Read every one. Let your heart stay open. Something sacred is being planted in you through this, and the fruit will come quickly. The enemy tried to silence your faith because it was dangerous. Your worship was more powerful than you realized. Your faith, even small, shook walls in the spirit. That's why the attacks came. That's why the delays came. That's why you felt so alone. Because the enemy saw something in you that was born of God. And now, that thing is being activated. Michael is standing guard over the promise that belongs to you. Do not turn away. Do not lose focus. The Lord is doing a new thing, and it is already beginning to spring forth. He is making a way in the wilderness. He is carving rivers through dry places. He is breathing life into dead dreams. He is lifting burdens and setting captives free. And in the middle of all that, He is reaching for you. Comment 11:11 if you believe that this miracle is being released to you tonight. God has not forgotten the words you whispered in the dark. He has not ignored the nights you cried out without words. Every tear has been gathered. Every sigh has been noticed. Every breath of hope you've held onto has been sacred to Him. Now He is answering. And His answer comes wrapped in light and truth and fire. Michael is carrying it now. Heaven has released it. You are about to receive it. What if just 7 seconds could flip your entire financial life? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a powerful brain ritual that's helping ordinary people wipe out debt and attract wealth beyond imagination. Backed by 4 cutting-edge neuroscience labs, this at-home breakthrough is turning everyday lives into dreams, luxury cars, beautiful homes, endless vacations. But this secret may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. You may not see the battle happening around you, but in the spiritual world, there has been a war over your soul, your purpose, your calling, and your peace. You are not the victim of this battle. You are the reason God sent His greatest warrior to fight on your behalf. Michael has drawn his sword because what is attached to your life matters to God. Every tear, every delay, every wound you carry has not gone unnoticed. Heaven does not ignore suffering that has been endured in faith. Comment 222, if you trust this is already happening for you. You were not meant to stay broken. You were not meant to live in the ache of disappointment. There is something sacred that has been preserved for this moment. God has hidden a miracle just for you, and He has timed its release perfectly. Not 1 second early. Not 1 second late. This miracle was never lost. It was being held by angels until your heart was ready to receive it. Archangel Michael has been guarding it with fire, and now the hour has come to place it into your hands. The pain you've walked through wasn't wasted. It refined you. It matured your soul. It taught you how to hold on even when the world gave you every reason to let go. And now that strength is about to be rewarded with a move of God so personal and powerful, it will erase every shadow that tried to linger in your spirit. The miracle is not just a solution. It's a turning point. God is not sending something temporary. He is sending something eternal. When Michael stands beside you, he is not there to observe. He is there to fight. He is not a figure of the past. He is a living presence in the heavenly realm, a servant of God's will, a mighty warrior assigned to those who are chosen. And you, right now, are that chosen one. He does not knock on just any door. He shows up at the precise moment when God's hand is about to change everything. You are not dreaming this. You are not imagining it. Something real is happening in the spirit as you take in these words. There are things about your life that others could never understand, silent battles you fought behind closed doors, nights when you cried without knowing what you were even asking for, and days when it felt like your faith was barely surviving. God saw every one of those moments, and He never judged you for your weakness. Instead, He prepared help for you. He arranged for a miracle. He assigned Archangel Michael to you. And tonight, that assignment is being completed. Even now, you may feel that warmth inside you growing. It is not from these words. It is from the Spirit of the living God drawing near. You are not being left to figure this out alone. You are being held, lifted, strengthened. This miracle will not pass you by. You don't have to beg for it. You don't have to chase it. It's chasing you. It has been looking for you because you are the one heaven has chosen to pour this into. There is a purpose resting on your life that cannot be stolen by fear, by people, by trauma, or by delay. That is why the enemy tried to wear you out. Because even the enemy saw what was coming for you. But he failed. You are still here. Still breathing. Still standing. And because you survived, now you will thrive. Not by your own strength, but by the might of the Lord. Michael has already cleared the path in the Spirit. You will see the fruit of this. You are stepping into a new hour where the things that once resisted you will fall in front of you. The closed doors will open. The broken places will heal. The shame will lift. The confusion will end. The fear will dissolve. The miracle will come in such a way that no one will be able to deny it was the Lord who did this. There will be no debate. No doubt. It will be God. Only God. The Spirit of the Lord is resting upon you right now. This is a divine covering. A holy protection. Michael stands as a defender of the ones marked by heaven, and his presence now surrounds your steps. When you walk with angels. When you speak, heaven listens. When you cry, God moves. You are not weak. You are anointed. You are not alone. You are covered. You are not forgotten. You are celebrated by the very courts of heaven. There will be testimonies. There will be signs. There will be supernatural release that cannot be explained with logic. This is not something that will make sense to those around you. But it was never meant for their understanding. It was meant for your deliverance. This miracle is about to shift your life in a way that leaves no piece untouched. It will reach into your finances, your health, your relationships, your purpose, and even the desires you've never spoken out loud. God knows. And He is sending the answer now. Comment 555 if you believe this miracle is about to touch every part of your life. God's timing is never rushed. Never random. Never careless. He has waited for the right second to pour this out, and you are standing in it now. Let peace settle over you. Let the fear go. Let the doubts fall silent. Heaven has already decided that your name was worthy of this move. Michael has already responded to the call of God on your life. The miracle has already begun. And your story is about to show the power of a living God who never stops loving, never stops moving, and never stops blessing His chosen ones. This miracle is more than a change in your circumstances. It is a change in your identity. You are not the same person who once felt forgotten. You are no longer standing in the place of begging. You are now standing in the light of favor. What God has released over you is not just a temporary relief from pressure. It is a permanent shift in the spiritual order of your life. You were chosen before time began, and now, that choosing is becoming visible. Comment 1212 if you feel this settling into your heart right now. Could this hidden CIA brain ritual be the real reason people are suddenly rich? A secret CIA discovery has just leaked, revealing a brain hack that's pulling wealth into people's lives effortlessly. It only takes 7 seconds, it's done at home, and it's backed by 4 neuroscience labs. Debt is vanishing, luxury is becoming normal. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky, the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. When God sends Michael, He does not send him with empty hands. He sends him with divine instruction. He sends him with power and authority to establish what no human hand can create. That is what is happening over your life now. The delays are breaking. The pain is lifting. The silence is ending. What was once impossible is now being made possible, not by your effort, but by God's mercy and timing. There is a roar rising in the spiritual realm. It is not a roar of war, but of victory. It is the sound of breakthrough. It is the cry of heaven announcing that the time has come for what was hidden to be revealed. The miracle you are about to see is not random. It is the result of God's promise to never leave you, never forsake you, and never forget the tears you cried when no one was watching. This is a holy moment, set apart by the hands of the Almighty. The very atmosphere is thick with glory. Your spirit feels it. It is not fear. It is not uncertainty. It is the overwhelming presence of the living God wrapping around your life like a fire that cannot be put out. You are not being prepared for survival anymore. You are being positioned for demonstration. What God is doing in you will speak louder than anything that has ever come against you. Your name has been spoken in heaven. Your life has been seen by the eyes of God, and He has called it beautiful, worthy, and ready. You are not a mistake. You are not a burden. You are not behind. You are right on time for what heaven has been preparing to release into your hands. This is not a small gift. It is a generational shift. What begins in you will touch others. What God heals in you will break cycles. What God gives to you will bless those who never even knew how much they needed you to win. You have walked through fire and not been burned. You have faced storms that should have taken your voice. You have wrestled with disappointment and still chosen to believe. That kind of faith is precious to God. That kind of faith cannot be taught. It is born in pain and watered in perseverance. And now, God is about to reward what only He could see. The world saw the outside, but God saw your heart. And your heart moved Him. Archangel Michael was not sent on accident. He was sent because something rare is happening. God is not just answering a prayer. He is rewriting the outcome. He is restoring what was lost. He is redeeming the years you thought were wasted. He is removing shame that didn't belong to you. He is wiping away guilt that has clung to you like a shadow. This is the power of God. This is His miracle. This is His response to the pain you thought would never leave. Do not be afraid to believe this. Do not hesitate to receive it. You do not need to prove anything to be worthy. God's love was never about performance. His miracles are not earned. They are given. And He is giving one to you now because He delights in you. He has never regretted choosing you. He has never been disappointed in your journey. Even when you stumbled, He stayed. Even when you doubted, He drew closer. You have not disqualified yourself. The miracle was not cancelled by your low moments. God's hand is still steady, still extended, still strong. His plan is unfolding with perfect timing. Michael is guarding the way, ensuring nothing can snatch this breakthrough from your life. There will be no more delays. No more setbacks. No more waiting for someone else to give you permission to step into what God has already said is yours. There is a blessing being released into your household. There is peace returning to your sleep. There is clarity settling into your decisions. There is strength rising in your bones. This miracle is not limited to one area of your life. It will spread. It will multiply. It will overflow. And when it does, you will remember this moment not as the beginning of the end, but as the end of what held you back. Comment 777 if you feel something breaking open in your life right now. There are angels gathering even now. There are declarations being made over you in heaven's courts. There are instructions being handed down for blessings to be placed into your hands. This is not imagination. This is not coincidence. You are in the middle of a divine appointment, and the evidence of this will soon show itself in ways that silence every doubt that ever whispered to you. This is a moment where you must let every word sink in, not just into your mind, but into the deep places of your heart that have forgotten what hope feels like. You may have been surrounded by noise, distractions, fear, and uncertainty, but right now, all of that is being silenced by something greater. The still voice of God is speaking peace, and Michael is standing beside that promise, making sure it is delivered to your life without delay or interference. You are not waiting for something to begin. It has already started. The winds have changed direction. The season has shifted. What felt like delay is being transformed into divine preparation. What looked like rejection was actually redirection. What seemed like loss was heaven making space for a blessing too big to fit where you used to be. The tables are turning now. The favor of God is lifting you into places that once felt unreachable. Comment 999 if you believe your miracle has already begun to take shape. Do not be distracted by the voices of fear. Do not lean into the old lies that once told you you weren't good enough, or strong enough, or ready enough. Those voices are fading because they no longer have authority in your life. God has overruled every curse, every insult, every word spoken against you, every plan the enemy tried to build around your name. It is all being undone. Michael is not just defending you. He is destroying the weapons that were formed against you. And the word of the Lord is standing in their place. Why is this 7-second brain ritual suddenly going viral? Leaked CIA files have exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the floodgates to wealth. Verified by 4 top labs, this ritual is turning financial pain into prosperity, fast. From massive bills to luxury trips, it's changing lives. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. This is your confirmation. You have been feeling a stirring for some time now, a sense that something was shifting, even if you couldn't name it. That was not your imagination. That was not wishful thinking. That was the presence of God getting ready to reveal something you were born to carry. You are not stepping into something random. You are walking into alignment with everything God already planned when He formed you in your mother's womb. This is the moment when the divine blueprint becomes visible. You will begin to feel strength returning to parts of you that have felt numb. You will feel clarity where there was only confusion. You will feel a calm joy flowing through your spirit that nothing in this world can take away. That is what happens when God Himself touches your life. And this is exactly what He is doing now. This miracle is not just a solution. It is a manifestation of His love, His power, His favor, and His presence, wrapped into one divine move. Michael was sent to protect this word. Because the enemy has tried to steal it. He saw what was coming, and he tried to sabotage it with fear, with exhaustion, with discouragement, and with the lies that whispered you were too late. But God is not moved by the whispers of darkness. He is the light, and when He moves, every shadow disappears. That is what's happening for you now. The darkness is being driven out. The heaviness is lifting. The breakthrough is arriving. You've been misunderstood by people who didn't see the battle you were fighting. You've been overlooked by those who thought your silence meant weakness. But God saw what you were really carrying. He saw the weight. He saw the pressure. He saw the fight. And He called it holy. He called it worthy. And now He is pouring oil over the very places that were once dry and broken. He is reviving what you thought had died. You don't need to explain to anyone why you're about to be blessed. You don't owe anyone an apology for the way God is about to elevate you. This isn't about impressing people. It's about obeying God. It's about standing under the open heavens and letting the King of Glory give you what only He can give. That kind of miracle is not earned. It's received. You are not chasing it. You are chosen for it. Even now, Michael is standing at the gates of your next season. He is holding back the forces that would try to stop what God has already released. He is declaring, with the authority of heaven, that no plan of the enemy shall stand. He is a protector, a messenger, a warrior of the Most High, and right now, He is yours. Not just to defend you, but to walk you into the fulfillment of what was promised. You are stepping into divine timing. No more delays. No more wondering if God forgot you. No more asking when it will be your turn. Your turn is now. Your name is being called in the Spirit. Your door is opening. Your healing is arriving. Your provision is being handed to you. The weight is lifting. The tears are drying. The loneliness is being replaced with divine presence. The empty places are being filled with joy. Comment 10:10 if you feel this truth setting into your spirit with unshakable peace. You are no longer who you used to be. God has done something deep in you through every season of pain. You are wiser. You are stronger. You are more surrendered. You are more aware of what really matters. That is why this miracle is different. You are ready for it. It won't destroy you. It won't confuse you. It will stabilize you. It will confirm that every hard season had purpose. Every closed door was protection. Every unanswered prayer was making room for something better. You are not who the enemy said you were. You are who God says you are. Chosen. Loved. Anointed. Covered. Seen. Called. Protected. Favored. Blessed. And now, you are stepping into the visible evidence of all that has been true about you since the beginning. When God moves in someone's life like this, He does it not just to change circumstances, but to awaken something eternal inside the heart. What's coming to you is not only about solving problems, it's about restoring identity, rebuilding faith, renewing strength, and re-establishing divine order over what once felt lost. You are not just going to receive help. You are going to receive divine confirmation that God has been with you through every storm, even when you didn't know it. He has been present through every silence, through every unanswered prayer, through every night that you thought heaven had forgotten your name. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. And you are not too late. You are exactly where you are supposed to be for this miracle to meet you. Every breath you've taken has been watched over. Every decision you've made, even the ones that broke your heart, has been seen with compassion by your Creator. And now, the time has come for the pain to be exchanged for purpose. The sorrow will be replaced with singing. The ashes will be traded for beauty. You are about to wear the crown of someone who was always chosen, even when life tried to make you feel like you were left behind. Comment 1515 if you feel this exchange happening inside your soul even now. The presence of Michael is not to be taken lightly. His arrival signals something urgent in the spirit realm. God does not send him without cause. When Michael comes near, it means something has shifted in the heavens. It means God has made a decree. It means the war over your life is ending, and the reign of peace is beginning. This is the moment when God says, enough. Enough pain. Enough fear. Enough delay. Enough lies. Enough shame. Enough wandering. It is time now for the fulfillment of the promise. Is it time you unlock the same CIA secret brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak has revealed a powerful 7-second technique, developed under CIA-funded research and backed by neuroscience. It's helping people magnetize wealth like never before. From debt to luxury, faster than anyone believed. But this miracle won't stay public for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. This promise was not made yesterday. It was written long before you ever took your first breath. God spoke it over you before anyone else ever spoke your name. He declared it with joy. He wrapped it in His power. And He stored it in the secret places of heaven until the day it would be safe to release. That day is now. That hour has come. And Michael, mighty and faithful, has been released to guard the delivery of that promise into your life. Do not measure your readiness by your feelings. Your feelings may tell you you are still broken, still confused, still weary. But heaven is not looking at your feelings. Heaven is looking at your faith. And even if your faith feels small, it is enough. Even if all you have left is a whisper, God hears it like a roar. He is not looking for perfect strength. He is looking for surrendered hearts. And your heart is already leaning in. You have been through storms that should have drowned you. You have walked through fires that should have burned everything to the ground. But you are still here. And you are not empty. You are full of unseen victories. You are full of the quiet strength that comes from surviving what was meant to destroy you. That is why God has trusted you with this miracle. Because He knows what you carry. He knows what you have endured. He knows how faithful you've been when no one was watching. And now, the reward is coming. Not a small blessing. Not a moment of relief. But a true, divine shift. A holy turning of the tide. What was once hard will begin to ease. What once drained you will now fill you. What once made you anxious will now give you peace. And what once felt far away will now feel closer than your next breath. That is the power of the living God. That is the reward of the faithful. That is the miracle that is moving in your life right now. God has not overlooked your obedience. He saw when you chose to love instead of hate. He saw when you gave instead of hoarded. He saw when you prayed for others while bleeding in your own soul. He saw when you lifted your hands even when you felt too weak to stand. And He counted every single one of those moments as worship. They were not wasted. They were seeds. And now the harvest is coming, pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing. Comment 1717 if you feel your harvest season breaking open before you now. You are not going back to what once was. God is doing something new. The doors that open for you now will be ones no man can close. The favor that rests on you now cannot be explained by logic. It is supernatural. It is undeniable. And it is irreversible. The oil being poured over your life now is not just for healing, it is for commissioning. You are being sent into a new chapter with clarity, with purpose, and with the power of God flowing through your every step. Do not let fear steal this from you. Do not let memories of past failure convince you this isn't real. Do not let the voice of the enemy drown out what heaven is saying. Michael is still here. He is still standing over you. He is still guarding the word. He is still warring for your peace. He is not leaving your side. Because your breakthrough is not a maybe. It is a guarantee. It has been spoken. It has been sealed. And now, it is being seen. You may feel quiet. You may feel still. But that's because heaven is working while you rest. God is fighting while you sleep. The answers are already moving toward you. The blessing is already scheduled. The alignment is already taking place. You don't have to understand how. You just need to keep your heart open. Because what's coming is not just for you, it's through you. Others will be touched because you believed. Lives will be changed because you stood. Generations will be healed because you said yes. Even now, the Spirit of the Lord continues to hover around you like a holy covering, shielding you from what should have broken you and gently lifting you into what heaven has declared over your life since the beginning. There are things shifting that you cannot see yet, but your soul can feel them, movements of divine purpose that are aligning every detail, rearranging every struggle, and making room for something glorious to be birthed within your days. This miracle is not delayed. It is not lost. It has simply been held in the sacred hands of God until your spirit could bear the weight of the blessing. You have cried in silence. You have carried things you never told anyone about. You have smiled while you were bleeding on the inside, and through it all, God never stopped watching you with the eyes of a loving Father. Heaven never turned its gaze away. You were never forgotten. You were never passed over. Everything you walked through was leading to this hour, where the miracle breaks through, not as a distant hope, but as a living reality unfolding before your eyes. Archangel Michael has not left. His presence remains near because the instructions over your life are still active. His mission is not just to fight battles, but to escort the plans of God safely into manifestation. The battle was never just about what you could lose, it was always about what you are about to gain. The resistance came because the enemy saw what was coming for you. But now, what was once threatened is being protected. What was once attacked is now being surrounded by divine power. The promise has not died. It is alive, and it is moving in your direction with unstoppable force. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You may not feel strong, but strength is being poured into you. You may not feel ready, but heaven has already declared that you are. You may not know what to say, but God is speaking through your life. This miracle is not dependent on how perfect your faith has been, it is resting on how perfect His love is for you. And His love has never wavered, never changed, never pulled away. You are still the one He calls beloved. Still the one He calls chosen. Comment Amen if you can feel this word settling into the deepest part of your heart right now. God has seen the days when you woke up with more questions than answers. He saw the nights when the pain was louder than your prayers. He watched when you kept walking even when you could barely lift your feet. And none of it went unnoticed. In fact, heaven kept a record of every act of quiet faith, every decision to believe when nothing made sense, every moment you chose to stand instead of surrender. Those moments became the soil where your miracle took root. What is growing now is not a fragile hope. It is a firm promise. It is rooted in the unshakable Word of God, and it is watered by the tears you cried when no one else saw. It is blooming now because the season has changed. You've stepped into the hour where waiting ends, and fulfillment begins. And Michael is still at your side, not because of your weakness, but because of the greatness of what you are carrying. This miracle will not be quiet. It will speak loudly of God's goodness. It will silence the voice of doubt. It will bring light to places that were dark for far too long. And it will restore what you thought was lost forever. The restoration will not look like what you expected. It will be better. It will be deeper. It will last. Because it is coming from God, not from the hands of men. You have been wondering if it's really your time. Let this be your confirmation. It is your time. Not because of anything you've done to earn it, but because of everything Jesus did to make it possible. Grace has made a way. Mercy has cleared the path. And now, heaven is placing something sacred into your hands, something that only God could give. You don't need to prove anything to receive this. You don't need to strive. You don't need to perform. Just be still. Be open. Let your heart rest. God is not asking you to carry this on your own. He is inviting you to walk with Him, to move in step with His Spirit, to trust that He has already gone ahead of you and prepared every place your feet will go. Michael is guarding those steps. He is standing between you and every unseen threat. He is holding back forces that tried to come against you. And He is not alone. The armies of heaven are with Him, and they are fighting for the outcome that God has already promised. You are not walking through this in your own strength. You are being carried by a force greater than fear, greater than failure, greater than the pressure of your past. Comment 333 if you trust this is your divine moment of release. You are not going to be defined by what you've lost. You are going to be defined by what you are about to receive. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You are the evidence of God's mercy. You are not the victim of your past. You are the vessel of a future that is blessed, purposeful, and filled with peace. What you thought was the end was actually a hidden beginning. What felt like death was the planting of a seed. And now that seed is coming alive. This miracle is not for applause. It is for alignment. It is not to elevate your name. It is to exalt His name through your life. When people see what God is about to do, they won't just be amazed at the result, they will be touched by the Spirit that carried you through the process. Your story will become a light for others who are still walking through the dark. Your testimony will heal hearts that thought they were too broken to hope again. You are being used by God, not despite your wounds, but through them. The places that once felt like shame will now be sources of strength. The experiences that once made you feel small will now become altars of glory. You are not behind. You are being elevated. You are not forgotten. You are being announced by heaven. And Michael is still fighting to protect everything that is now being released. So hold on. Don't turn away. Don't disconnect. This is still unfolding. The voice of the Lord is still speaking. The angels are still moving. The miracle is still coming. And you, yes, you, are right in the middle of it. Stay near, because there is more to be revealed. And what is coming next will touch parts of your life you thought would never feel whole again.